Hello, once again, this is Valorial Talonheart, and we're here to do another video for towns, doing a tutorial. This time, last time we did a video for the desert survival, on how to get started, and on this video we are going to do another one of the different biomes. It's the jungle this time. Now, like anything, you should know the commands by now if you wanted to try one of these harder biomes. But we're going to do a quick overview. What you see here, the terrain is all jungle. There's no such thing as grass. So once again, wheat does not exist in this map. And considering there is no grass at all, even along the rivers, I'll even show you. Oddly enough, there's not even a lake, so this is going to be a big dungeon. But plenty of gravel along the coast, but unfortunately that could be a little bit dangerous to grab. And looking at this, there's a lot of gravel here, so if there's actually no water underneath this, that could be a lot of gravel to grab. But it looks like there is. It's definitely gravel there, so that's too dangerous to get. But looking here, there's a lot of gravel here, which is really nice to see. So doing the map generator, it definitely was very beneficial, especially for this tutorial. Now you have very few food options in this one. There's no cows in it. There's no pork in it, so you're stuck from that. There's no chickens. Instead of chickens, you have these Skootenbeatens. Whatever Skootenbeaten is, but you know, it kind of looks like as if an ostrich and a toucan had sex together and made some freakish chimera out of the two. But they're essentially your chickens. They do exactly everything that a chicken does, so you can get eggs from them, and you can also get their meat from them. And they're also, I believe, able to give you bones. Let me just take a look at the butchering. No. Even better. You can't get bone armor in this as easy as you could. So that's another little survival issue. In order to get bones, you're going to have to get the bones from mobs. So bone armor is definitely a no-go. You're going to be stuck with wooden armor for a while until you find iron. So that's another fun thing you're going to have to deal with. Now for food, like I said, you have to make Skootenbeaten farms. That's one of the most important things. Number 2, you have bananas. And number 3, you have blue radish plants. So let's go into the overview. We are going to go into gathering. And this is your basic food, which is jungle salad. It's a mix of bananas and radishes. The only problem is with this is it deals with bananas, and banana growth is slow, just like any kind of fruit tree. So you got to make sure you have a nice big farm for all the fruit. The radishes tend to grow pretty fast. You're looking at the radishes. Yes, the radishes can be eaten, but they are essentially the same as your... They're the same as your cactus fruit from the desert. They really don't do much. In fact, they give less than a cactus fruit. Also, there is one other kind of food, if I can actually find any of them. They're called jungle mushrooms. Now, here's one. The jungle mushrooms, once again, like the blue radishes, they don't offer much. But later on in the game, you can actually go and cook mushroom soup. But even then, if you look at mushroom soup, it is not very feasible to make. It uses so many ingredients, and it doesn't make much sense. So it's really not recommended to make this. It looks like aside from your chicken, your best food is more than likely going to be your baked bananas, but even then that uses 2 bananas. So your food is a lot more difficult to manage, even more so than the desert. But at least you have a few more options. With the bananas, yeah, I mean everything is kind of stacked against you in a way, but as long as you work hard, you might be able to overcome it. You're just going to have to make a big banana farm. There's no doubt about it. You will need a big banana farm. And with that, we're going to get started. So, since the game starts paused, I am going to make a carpentry right away. And I am also going to make my masonry right away. Because you're going to need a lot of weapons in here, because as you can see, remember in the normal map how you had Froggies in that little blotch of jungle? Yeah, this is all jungle, so therefore you have Froggies all over the place. And they're just as hard as they were. I mean, as long as you're armed, they're not going to be dangerous. But then you also have the other danger of the map, if I can find them. Oh, well, here's a Froggy village. Yes, they actually have towns now, as this is their natural habitat. Let's see if I can find them. Oh, here they are. These are what you call brownies. They are essentially like, if you play Diablo, they're like those little annoying pygmy people. And I don't know if they go out and start raiding you, but if they're anything like that, they can prove to be very nasty. And then here you have the Brownie chieftains, and they also have these bat riders. Now, I'm not sure if they can fly over the river. If they can, that's not going to be a fun thing to deal with. So that's the whole thing. When you first start off, you have to make a tree farm. That is first and foremost. Without a tree farm, you're not going to survive. So we're going to start off and chop down some trees. Preferably away from that froggy. And we are going to, oh well, we have a lot of froggies. We're going to mine this. Oh, it looks like you can also make palm trees, like the desert, considering it's a sand. The only problem is about that, though, is with the the palm trees, you can only pretty much build them on the coast, because that's the only place where you're going to find the sand. But okay, so it seems that in the jungle, since it's so swamped with a lot of frogs, you're going to want to take your time. So always just pause the game, just to be safe. So you want to build a workbench here and get that done. You want to get your workbench. And you also want to get your wood detailer. Now, another tip is when you're playing the game and you have no soldiers, you can actually go and do this. I'm going to convert all these people into soldiers. But why would you do that? Well, you put them all in group 1. And then with group 1, you make them a patrol group. And I say, I want to make a patrol point for group 1 here. And even though they're not armed, They're all going to bum rush that frog. And even though they're not armed, they're going to beat the crap out of that thing's face. There we go. We already got a weapon. And then we also want to add a patrol point here. And remove this patrol point. So there they go. Here come our soldiers, and there we go. We got rid of that. And go through this whole thing. Move the patrol point. And now we can make them defenders. And you can convert these people back to civilians. So you can get back to work. And that's a neat little thing you can do. You can swap around and just make them temporary fighters, so that way you can clear out the enemies around you. And from the looks of things, there aren't many more frogs in the general area, so that's a good little start off. So we're gonna get back to the work, cut down some more trees. To also mine here. Try to get more stone. Because, you know, it's a jungle. You're going to want weaponry. And what more fitting weapon than having a stone spear? And the jungle also has the same issue as you do with the desert. You can't just literally jump down levels, and you cannot dig the ladders. You actually have to. What's the best way to put it? You have to make a scaffold to climb down. Okay, so we're gonna get those trees. Gonna get that, and we are going to get this and this. So in the meantime, we're going to make a scaffold and place one there. That way they can get the stone, and also we want to make a masonry bench. Oh, hello. So let's get this gravel mined. Oh, look at that. We got plenty of gravel. So that's a good start off. So let's see what else we can do. We can actually make our kitchen. Now here's the other thing. Let's see, in food. Now, jungle salad does not actually involve any. Oh, it actually involves a baker's table. So you do need a bakery. So the bakery, let's place right here. Oh, it'd be better if I was actually. There we go. And then we also want a kitchen. Place that right there. And, you know, might as well make a dining room. And then also markets. Marketplaces are always just good to have. So we will make the market right here. Okay, so with that we also need to till some land. And to till the land, you're going to want to have enough of space so you can just take it into the farm or the dining room or whatever. So let's till all this. And then let's, okay, so they did tell that. Now you want to plant, these are your banana trees. Okay, so we got that. The jungle. And harvest all these bananas. So in the meantime, we're going to want a baker's table. Why did they tilt us? Ah, that's no matter. We can always make that something else. Okay, so that'll start the banana tree. And at the same time, let's till some more. That should be good enough. We're going to plant our blue radishes there. Also, we're going to want to till here. And we're already in the second day, so we got to get a move on. Plant blue radishes. Okay, so let's harvest that. Oh. Get in there, soldier. Okay, so that's a start off. I don't know why they're wandering off. Pause the game, and we'll want. There's a tavern. There's a tavern. And the tavern. Let's make the tavern right here. And in the meantime, make tavern rooms. You always want to build 3. Okay, so that way hopefully we'll get some heroes. And we already got the hero. And he shows up fighting a Brownie. What a frickin' moron. Well, at least he... Is he really running through the Froggy village? Ah, you moron. Oh my god. And he's running away. He's bringing all the Froggies with him. Good job. Alright, so we're gonna cut down these trees. And let's make a stockpile. And you know what? It'd be really important if we made a hospital too. We got 2 more heroes. And there he goes, doing Leroy Jenkins. Well, at least we got 3 heroes. So with the weapons we found, we are going to make stone spears. Okay, where is that soldier? At least we found another spear. Alright, we're also going to need to till another farm, and this is going to be for, oh, we actually tilled this, so we are actually going to plant some wood. Plant and jungle trees. The only thing we just don't want is a hero decide to go, oh, let's go murder. Oh my god, this guy already got boots effaced. Okay, well, this isn't too bad. I mean, we kind of got a start up. They're clearing out the area. And the worst part is, we don't have any food right now, so therefore we're gonna have to auto harvest. always have. Without food, the heroes are not going to stick around. We also want Skootenbeaten farms. Good idea, just to have 6 of them. Meantime, we're going to want to have a kitchen table and a butcher's table. I don't know why they're standing, that guard's standing there. Really, what is she doing standing there? Okay, well this is the start of a good settlement right now. Because this way... Did I already have a hero die? No, a hero left because he was angry about something. If that's the worst that happens, I mean... The heroes are clearing out everything, so... I can live with that. Stockpiles. We want to make a material stockpile. And make this. Disable, manage. Let's make wood. And materials, we want stone. Let's make another raw material one. And manage this. And make it just for Flint. Okay, so we got this running pretty well. Let's see. Need to harvest these. This. Okay, so we got 7 flint. That's a good amount. Okay, our barbarians are just running around. Oh, we got a thief who happens to be wounded, and she's probably dragging along more mobs. And I lost another barbarian because he decided to leave. So you can see you got a lot of turnover. You definitely got a lot of turnover. So we have another death. to do it, because if you don't get your heroes, oh great, we got another hero dead. So you can see you got a lot of turnover on your heroes, and at the same time you have to really work hard, because if you're not on the top of your game, you are going to get wiped. But with that, we can actually make a cooking fire. No. So you can see that you can see that the jungle terrain is a lot more unforgiving than your typical, even the desert, because where people are dying. But I basically gave the essential idea of what you need to do. You just have to make a quick outpost. You have to get bananas. You have to find Flint. And then once you get that cooking fire made, then you can start cooking your Skootenbeaten for food. But then it's still a matter of time until you have to go down into the dungeon and find yourself iron. Because if you don't have iron, you're going to get wiped. But with that video, I know it wasn't as good as the desert video, but at least gives an idea of what you need to do. Remember that you do not have bone. You really don't have a source of bone for bone armor, so you're stuck with wooden armor. So it's a lot more difficult, but as long as you work hard, you should be able to pull through. Just keep in mind, you gotta do what you can. But with that said, we're gonna just stop the video here. And if you have any more questions, just let me know, and hopefully if I can find an answer for you, I'll do the best I can to help you out with it. So with that said, this is Valerial Talonheart signing off, and the next video will more than likely be focusing on a snow survival. So with that.